Hey guys, Majeffries here, and welcome to episode 67 of You Don't Win Anything with Kids. Now you remember, we're in the middle of the transfer window. In the last episode, there was a couple of players that I was trying to sign. And if I go into the news screen, you can see at the top there, let's get off that. You can see at the top, new Jeffers signings to be unveiled by Jeffries. Now, who are these new signings, I hear you ask? Well, let's find out, shall we? So we got, actually, let's not do it this way. Let's do it this way. Okay, so here he is, Matt Ball. He is a young midfielder from Stevenage. He's 21 years old, so he's pretty good. Signed him for £73,000, which you might think is a bit expensive, and I suppose in some ways it is expensive. He's not got the best goal scoring record at the moment, but if I go on his reports, you can see he can become a good Championship central midfielder. So we can have him for at least 3 years, I'd say. As well as that, if I go down the list, we have Ben Chorley. Now he came for £20,000 from Wimbledon. And again, obviously he's a centre-back, so you don't really look at his goal scoring record that much. But if I go into the reports, he is good for League 2 sides. He's not likely to improve in the future, but he's been signed as a backup option. And also down here, John Ashton, the other centre-back that I was trying to sign. He's in the same boat as Chorley. League 2 player, back up to the first team. He came on a free transfer from Ross County, where again he'd only actually played one match for them. He's quite an inspirational player. If I go back to his stats, you see it all down here. It's pretty much all green. Leadership, he's got 15. Determination, 15. Concentration, composure, bravery, anticipation, aggression, all over 10. He's got good teamwork, got good work rate. He's good at heading, not got a bad first touch. Good at marking, and he's very good at tackling. So we're setting ourselves up nicely for the second half of the season now. Not only are we signing new players, we're also signing Football League experienced players. So that will help us next season if we win promotion. You also see here, we've had a bid for Barnard, and if I go into this, there, £300,000. He's actually worth £750,000. The bid came in for £300,000, and the reason it got accepted was because he wasn't selling for £600,000. So, my director of football asked me if I wanted to lower the value, so I said, okay, go on then. Because ideally it's getting some money back. I think his transfer would actually pay for the 3 new guys to come in. And then a bid came in from Dundee of £300,000 and it was accepted. So if he chooses to leave now, that's fine. Let's just do that. John Coleman obviously not happy about the fact that we beat Plymouth last time we played them. This is their chance for revenge, really. We beat them 5-1 last time we played them, if you guys remember. Right back at the start of the season. I think it was our 2nd or 3rd match, maybe our 4th match. We hadn't been playing that well, and then suddenly we came up against Plymouth and we just absolutely crushed them. So, be looking for a repeat performance. It is away from home. I am going to show you the match in this episode because I want you guys to meet the new players properly. So, starting lineup. Let's clear the selection. I'm going to play a bit of a risk in this game. So I'm going to play Quintaka in goal. And I'm going to play Villa at right back. Jones at left back. But then in the middle, I'm actually going to play... Why is he ineligible? Oh. Okay, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to play Ben Chorley at right centre back. Cartwright at left centre back. Why does it do that? Fix that bug. Bloody hell. Really annoyed about that. But yeah, that's my back four. Midfield, gonna go for the usual. Delamond and McGregor. That's a working combination at the moment. Actually, no, I'm going to put Frederick in instead of McGregor. Yeah, I'm going to do that. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to put Matt Ball in. I know what I'm doing. Promise. Right, Ball in next to Delamond. And then in the advanced midfield, I'm going to have Courinho on the right, of course. Beckhold on the left, again, of course. And through the middle, I'm actually going to play Thompson. You guys remember the hat-trick he scored against Boreham Wood, I think it was? Very impressed with him, very impressed with his performances, so he goes into the team straight away. And then up front, I've actually got both Wilsons to choose from, and I'm going to choose Keith Wilson, because he's been out injured for a little while. So it'd be good to see if he can get back up to speed again. So that's the starting lineup, and then on the bench I'm going to have O'Brien, I'm going to have Klopmas, I'm going to have Robinson, I'm going to have Bobo, and I'm going to have Drusen. And that's my team, guys, so let's get to it. We've got to give squad numbers to Ball and Chorley, of course. So Chorley, he's a centre-back. I'm going to give him number 4, because that's the number he actually wears for Steamage at the moment. And Matt Ball, I'm going to give number 34. Just for this season. I might renumber him next season, depending on how well he does, whether I decide to keep him. Yeah. So there we go. That's the team. I'm going to go straight into the match, and we're going to look to win the match. Get off to a really good start with the new boys. Or 2 of them, anyway. Another note I was going to make, Darius Charles, he did accept, and he was going to sign, but then he failed his medical, so the board pulled out. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because although, okay, he's got an injury and he's not fit at the moment, when he is fit, he's lethal. So I'd rather they still sanction the deal. Oh, 1-0 up. Beckhold, first minute. Yeah, we'll talk about that goal again in a second. I'd rather they sanction the deal and let me sign the player, and then we'll worry about his fitness. Obviously, you could argue that it's a waste of money if he turns out to be unfit and can't play, but if he turns out to be fit and can play, and then another team ends up snatching him because you dawdled, surely that's more annoying than it being the other way around. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just gassing. But anyway, we are 1-0 up. You saw the goal there from Beckhold. It was a really well taken finish. Picked the ball up. First shot, I think the keeper saved, didn't he? And then the second shot went in. And we're actually playing some pretty good stuff out there. 3 shots, 3 on target inside 2 minutes. Or 3 minutes now. I mean, that's bloody good. However you put it, that's bloody good. And I've just realised they've got the wrong team ratings up there again. That annoys me as well. Is it that one? Yeah. So Wilson's taken a whack. He's just come back from injury, and he's been whacked again. So that's not brilliant. There we go. We'll keep an eye on him. If he gets better, we'll leave him on. If he doesn't get better, we'll bring him off. He's not looking peachy out there at the moment, so we might end up bringing Drusen on a little earlier than I wanted to. Again, it's all happening in these first 10 minutes. We've scored. We've had 3 shots, 3 on. We've had 5 shots, 4 on target now, and we've had a player injured. So it's all systems go. John Coleman really doesn't like me, setting his players out to hurt me. Thompson's onside, and that's 2-0. I think he's onside. Yes, he is onside. Fantastic, 2-0 inside 10 minutes. And actually, I'm looking at the league table. If this stays as it is, we go top of the table. That's fantastic. Great ball over the top from Cartwright. Thompson managed to stay onside. I think Wilson was offside, but he wasn't active. Brought it down, ran through on goal. He's got a good long strike, as we've seen against Boreham Wood. And he just lashed it in. So, 2-0 up, looking comfortable. And our defence, I don't think have had to do any kind of work yet. Which is also brilliant. That's Thompson playing through Wilson. Keeper deflected it onto the bar. It didn't cross the line, unfortunately, but that would have been a good return for Wilson. And Wilson's also, his fitness is getting better again, so I might be able to leave him out there until at least half time. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is going so far. 8 shots, 6 on target, 52% possession, 59% passes completed, which isn't fantastic. 87% tackles won. No crosses completed yet, but that might be because we haven't attempted any. We'll see about that one. But yeah, Plymouth have a bit of a hole to dig themselves out of. And I'm not going to say too much against them, just in case they do somehow manage to score. That's a good tackle from Chorley. Now he needs to do something decent with it. Clears it long. No one there. You see, it's very muddy out there. Players started off in blue and red, and now both teams are wearing brown. Is that Wilson? Ah, puts it just wide. But yeah, it looks very muddy out there. I don't think they're happy to be playing on a pitch like that today. I've played on muddy pitches, and it's fun because you get to slip and slide, but at the end of the game when you're caked in mud and it's starting to go solid, it's not so pleasant. That was Delamon there, I think, with a chance. Sort of scuffed it along the floor, the keeper managed to pick it up. We are approaching half time now, it is still 2-0. Villa's taking this corner, straight to the keeper. Wilson, I think I'll bring him off at half time. I'll put either Drusen or I might try Bobo up front actually, see how well he plays. Just to preserve Wilson if anything. That's a defensive error, letting Doyle. And he scored. Quintaka let it go straight through him. I think that was Chorley stepped up a little too soon. We'll have a look at the replay and see what happened there. So yeah, Young on the ball. Just flicked it over. Doyle. I think actually what happened was Chorley stepped up and Cartwright stayed back. So they tried to spring the offside trap, but not everyone was on the same wavelength, and it backfired. And it's embarrassing when that happens, because I remember once in the Premier League, I think it was Everton were playing somebody, and the other team had a free kick, and everybody ran out of the box to spring the offside trap except for one Everton defender, and he managed to play the entire opposition team onside, and they ended up scoring because of it. And it must be really, really horrific when that incident happens, because ideally you want your team to be telling you if they're planning something like that, not to the stage where the opposition know what you're going to do, but so at least you know what's going to happen, so you don't end up embarrassing yourself on TV in front of the whole country. Bobo's header cleared off the line, out for a throw. Carino says he's taken a knock, but he looks okay on the rating, so I'll leave him out there. We're 2 points clear at the top now. I think Kidderminster have gone a goal down, or at least it looks like they're losing. And who saw this coming, eh? I think we were like 6 points behind them at one stage. Those consecutive wins have done us a favour, and if this adds to the list, then it's certainly done us a favour. That's Quintaka with the ball forward. Thompson flicked it on. Bobo was the player who passed it back to Quintaka in the first place, so he wasn't going to be the one running through, which is unfortunate. That's a mistake from Jones. He gambled a little bit and Young spun him. If Young gets the ball in, we're in trouble. He's pulled it back to Berry. Good block from Cartwright. And offside against Luke Young. Well dealt with in the end, actually. That could have ended quite badly for us, but luckily we had a couple of players on the ball who knew what they were doing, if you pardon the pun. It says Villa's made a lot of mistakes out there today. His match rating is actually higher than Chorley's. Excuse me. It also says Delamont's taken a knock, but he seems to be okay. Throw in on the left, taken by Jones, in towards Beckhold, headed away. Back to Jones, flicks it in to Beckhold again, and he's won a corner. It says he should have scored, but from that angle on his right foot, anything on target was good. Bad camera angle. It's another corner. Hopefully they change the camera angle for this one. There we go. I prefer this camera angle for most set pieces, actually, because you get to see the goal and the taker. That's headed out, comes back to Villa. He knocks it back to Jones, and that's the end of that attack. Substitution, Carino for Drusen. Just Bobo's picked up a knock, but he looks okay. Carino for Drusen and Robinson for Chorley, I think. I like to give players their debut as soon as they sign, even if they don't play another match that season. I don't know, I just think it's you have this big whole fanfare thing and you reveal the new player and things like that, and then if you bring them off the bench, especially for their debut, it's a bit of an anti-climax. So I like to start them, so you get their name read out on the tannoy, and crowd gets to cheer and things like that. I think it works better for me. Each to their own and all that. Right, Jones makes a good run into Beckhold, shot blocked, back to Beckhold, 3-1. Good finish. And Hereford are doing us a favour as well, because Forest Green just took the lead against Hereford, which put them above me. And then Hereford went and equalised 5 minutes later, yeah. In fact, the same time as we just scored. So we go 2 goals up again, and we also reclaim top spot. Now we've got to hope that Hereford either score again or hold out for a draw. And we stay top. And considering where we were at the start of the day, I think we were 3rd or 4th when this match kicked off. That's good. I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, I think we were 3rd at kickoff. That's a poor shot. Easy for the keeper to leave that one. Got just over 10 minutes left. And yeah, hopefully we hold out. Just looking at what possible formation changes I could make to try and hold the lead, but I think playing as we are is the best way, really. There's Bobo into Beckhold. Did a little delayed run there. Thompson through for Delamond. Is he going to shoot? He is going to shoot. Oh, that's unlucky. Keeper there a bit flappy. But well played there from Delamond, and that's a good cross from Villa. Just headed away by the defender. So I like this. The fact that we're 3 goals... Well, 3 goals... Start again. The fact that we are 3-1 up, and yet we're still pushing for more goals. At the end of the season, goal difference counts almost as much as points. So I hate sitting back. The only time I'll ever sit back is if I'm forced to. If we've got men sent off, or there's injuries, or we're playing against a big team and we're fortunate to be leading and we just want to hold out for the win or even draw. That's the only times I'll hold back and you know, defend deep and just try and keep the score as it is. Any other time, I'll be telling my strikers to keep going, keep pushing, keep attacking, and try and get a winner. Not a winner. Try and get another goal. Just keep getting more and more goals. See how many we can score. Just keep pushing. Because at the end of the day, the fans pay good money to see entertaining football, and I want to be the one who provides it to them. And you can see there, we've won out. We've run out 3-1 winners. Beckhold, fantastic play by him to getting his 2 goals. And Thompson with his goal as well, which is also good. There was something else I know. Oh yeah, Forest Green. They won their match, I think. Yeah, they won 3-2. There was an own goal right at the end. So they've gone back to top. But we're sitting nicely in 2nd. We're a point ahead of Kidderminster and 4 points ahead of Lincoln. So it's not a bad day in the office for us. So yeah, I think that pretty much ends this episode, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.